I started having delusional thoughts at an early age, and as I continued to live my life, and then one day it started building up from there. I walked to Fry's one day just to be around people, and I started hallucinating, seeing things that other people weren't, and I started hearing my own thoughts were very loud and were telling me to do things that other people wouldn't.
So it can happen to anyone. There's no way to predict who it's going to happen to. There's generally genetics involved, so a person might have a genetic predisposition, but you might not know that because that might not have been shared with the family or people didn't know in historical generations. Then there's usually some sort of environmental impact, and that could be a good stressor or a bad stressor. It could be a big breakup, a loss of a job, but it also could be going off to college and being on your own. So there are a variety of things that can be the stressor that causes that first psychotic break. First Episode Center serves young people, roughly ages 18 to 25, who have the beginning of psychosis or schizophrenia. So a person might hear voices, they might see things, they might have reality play some tricks on them where they become delusional, and they might experience their typical reality as different. And they might withdraw away from family, from friends, and start to not functioning as well as they would have in their traditional roles.
Yeah, I first heard about them when I was in the hospital, and this counselor recommended this program to me because she knew my drive and my grit to make sure that I better myself even after I got out of the hospital.
William is a very inquisitive young man who came to us after a hospitalization and was very confused about his experience, about what had happened to him, how to make sense of it, how to talk about it, and what to do about it. And so he really embraced the program and became actively involved and wanted to learn as much as he could so that he could prevent this from happening to him again.
My general life goals would be giving back to the community what I know, what my knowledge of this disorder is. I'm actually a peer support specialist, certified by the state of 76 hours training. I want to be able to have a flip-flop of working in my career and giving back with the First Episode Center or centers like the First Episode Center.
So investing early on in programs like this is going to make a tremendous impact in not only the individuals' lives, their families' lives, the community, but also financial impacts. Because if you think about the typical cost of psychosis or schizophrenia for a healthcare system, a person's going to have many hospitalizations. Those hospitalizations are very expensive. That person's going to need case management type of care, a lot of other therapy support, things like this that cost a lot of money. So there's a lot of downstream financial benefits to preventing this early. So instead of all of those things that could happen, this young person, has a little episode that they learn how to manage, and they go back to work. They go back to school. They live on their own. They're involved with their family. They get married, they have children, they do whatever it is that they want. And so they are being functional members of society versus using any of those society resources that might typically be seen with schizophrenia.
If I haven't found the First Episode Center, or if the First Episode Center did not exist, I think I would still be in the hospital or even homeless and not having anywhere to go, to be honest. And reality is that without this help, I don't think I'll ever get better or going back to school and have a passion for what I want to do.